An old man once said, "A woman's past is always whispered in her present, but only the wise can hear it." Young people, listen carefully. In a world where appearances are deceiving and words are like smoke, you must learn to read subtle signs because sometimes the truth is not spoken. It is revealed in the smallest details, in patterns of behavior, and in the way she walks. Today, I'm going to reveal 4 subtle signs that she slept with multiple men. Before we begin, she clears her voice, I want you to hit the like button. Why? Because it activates the YouTube algorithm. This content is valuable. Share it with lots of people. So don't just watch. Be part of this mission. Help me spread the truth. Help me guide men around the world who are searching for answers. Subscribe now, because this channel isn't about superficial dating techniques, but about deep psychology, ancient wisdom, and truths most people are afraid to admit. Watch until the end. The final hint will surprise you. This is what men are desperately craving. Reveal everything without saying a word. Remember, the goal here isn't judgment, but clarity, understanding, and protecting your heart. Once you recognize these signs, no one will deceive you anymore. The first subtle sign is the comfort you provide when talking about sex. Pay attention to this. A woman who has had many experiences with men often feels comfortable when conversations become very intimate. She is not shy or hesitant. In fact, she may even initiate the conversation. For her, sexual topics are not sacred, but rather commonplace. A passionate man understands this. Modesty is a shadow of chastity, and when modesty is absent, experience often speaks louder than words. The second subtle clue is the way she talks about relationships. Listen carefully as she describes her past. Does she use vague terms like social status, remain silent, or say nothing at all? Does she mention numbers, question timelines, or ignore her commitments? These linguistic variations reveal more than her narrative itself. A woman who has had multiple romantic relationships often writes about her past in delicate terms, hoping to conceal the weight of what she's hiding. Stoic philosophy teaches that the truth isn't hidden. Rather, people hide it. Pay attention to her words. She's denying the truth. The third subtle sign is a loss of desire for intimacy. This may seem insignificant, but it's impactful. When a woman has been involved with several men, intimacy can become a burden. Every kiss, every touch feels like a precious treasure. But when you're surrounded by so many people, those moments lose their depth. She can kiss you gently, or lie beside you without tension, or let her anxiety vanish completely. The sacred becomes commonplace. For the Stoic, it's not about being the first in the world. The more something is repeated, the less exceptional it feels. The fourth subtle sign is her ending the relationship. This is a truth most men don't want to hear. Women who have been in multiple relationships often develop a psychological defense mechanism. Love isn't so much about the soul as it is about experience. If she can walk away easily, if her farewells aren't warm, and if her goodbyes seem forced, she's not the first, and she won't be the last. Separation is not cruelty, but a state of being. The wise person must understand this before giving their heart away. Understand this well now. These signs are not conclusive proofs, but patterns, possibilities, and subtle indicators that reveal more than outward beauty suggests. The wise person does not accuse, but says, I have observed. He doesn't rush to conclusions, but patiently considers the big picture. This is what distinguishes a foolish child from a strong, determined man. An old saying goes, he who ignores the signs will pay for it with many years of his life. Don't let lust blind you, and don't let beauty silence the warnings. Be mindful, for time wasted on illusions is stolen from your destiny. But let me clarify. It's not about shaming women because of their past. It's about men understanding what they're getting into. Society says, don't question, just accept. But accepting without understanding is suicide. It's true that stock accepts reality, but only after seeing it clearly. First, understand, then accept. When you learn these signs, you will no longer be fooled by words. You won't need to ask questions. You won't need to be an investigator. You will simply observe, listen, and observe, and the truth will unfold. This is power, this is wisdom, this is freedom. Remember these 4 subtle signs: her comfort in talking about sex, her vagueness when discussing the past, her lack of intimacy, and her tendency to withdraw. These things aren't inevitable, but together they paint a picture most men don't see. Watch it, and your heart will be protected like a fortress. If you lose it, you'll suffer in silence. If this video opens your eyes, you know what to do. hit the like button now, because by doing so, YouTube is spreading this message to thousands of men who need to hear it. You are not only helping yourself, but also your fellow human beings. You are creating a movement of people who see clearly, live wisely, and refuse to be deceived. Sign up now and join us. This is not just a channel, it is a revolution. We will not cover up, we will not lie, and we will not submit to sugar-coated politics. We speak frankly and clearly, guided by psychology, Stoic philosophy, and real-life experiences. If you are ready to transcend the noise of life, if you are ready to see women, relationships, and yourself clearly, this is your sanctuary. I conclude with these words. A woman's past is not always visible, but her present always reflects it. Reflect on this. Listen carefully. Wait and wait. Stand still. For he who sees the truth cannot be deceived. And when he cannot be deceived, you will be safe.